and then we've got the bots coming in. And it's certainly the joy of live video.
Oh,
good. Right, so those are going live and being propagated. I love the propagation word. So we'll be live on those in a moment. And then the other place we can go live is on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
For live video production. So go live there. Now we're actually we're actually sort of pushing the boat out today because we're on Restream. Restream is going out to 6 destinations, and we're now using Switchboard Live to go out to even more destinations. So it would be interesting after to see what the reception is in each of the individual places. To do this, all you need is Switchboard.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got Switchboard through AppSumo, didn't we? And that was
we did.
We found it on a cracking little deal. You have to buy 5 tokens worth, but it was a bargain, wasn't it? Something like 220 pounds, I think, wasn't it? With the conversion. So from dollars, and that's a one-off. And so we've now got this forever. and I just can't. I got to admit, because I haven't got. I've forgotten the name you just called. The bit where you have your HTML5 player.
One stream.
One stream. Yeah, because I haven't got one stream. I'm looking forward to their version of HTML5 so that I can just use Switchboard just to go directly onto my website as well. Because that's just so much fun, as you always say, Stephen. And that's a bit of property, online property, that you physically own. You can't get thrown off it. Like, Facebook threw me out for 10 hours. Still haven't forgiven them. But yeah, no, on our websites, that's us, and we can do whatever we jolly well please.
I was going to say jolly well. You're on the same line. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I've got 2 strikes this morning from Facebook for videos that I did 3 years ago.
Oh wow!
And basically, my guest time played a promo video they just created. Yeah. Now, because they've created the promo video, they obviously got the music licensing, but I didn't. I didn't have the right to play it. And that's where you can get caught out. If you're playing somebody else's music, they might well have the right, but you don't. So playing it in your broadcast becomes a problem. And just got a strike, and it was just blocked in 224 countries, plus a few more. Well, I can't argue with that. That's a fair block. But to do it 3 years after you've actually done the broadcast and say, we've been showing this video to everybody for the last 3 years, but now we've decided not to, and it just totally
it does make you wonder, doesn't it? But is that just Facebook? Good news, guys. Facebook is so behind, and then they'll give you 3 years grace. I doubt that. Actually, here's a question for you, Steve. How long?
Yeah.
And the reason I ask this is because I've just released a video onto the YouTube, and in my edit, just for fun, I cut to literally not even probably 3 seconds of a clip of Don Johnson in Miami Vice.
Right. Okay.
So on YouTube, I can get away with that through fair use, but I'm wondering what will happen if I because I've cut it into a little 60-second clip to promote the YouTube video. And I'm just wondering if I'll get away with that on Facebook as well, because it does have just a little tiny snippet of his what's it called, Sonny's theme. So I'm wondering if I'll get away with it.
You may well get away with it. I mean, it is hit and miss. I mean, we know for a fact they're not checking everything, so they're obviously sampling. And I mean, there are people who say, play less than 30 seconds, you're okay. Well, that's not in writing anywhere. Play less than 20 seconds, you're okay. That's not in writing anywhere. These are basically word of mouth. Oh, I play a video, but I only play 30 seconds of it, and I've never got done.
Yeah, which is Explain that to a client when you get shut down. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? If you're producing a show for a client and all of a sudden they get a strike against them, yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you get several strikes against them, and this is retrospective. This is after the horse has bolted. They're actually policing the whole system since video began, which is what, 4 or 5
Cool.
years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, that's going to be an awful lot of video as well. Crikey.
well, it is. It is. There's a busy robot somewhere going through every single video and saying, "Ah, I don't like that music. That's a strike." I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's any of that involved, but there is certainly the AI is actually checking against the database of music, and it's got more and more sophisticated. And I think that the other thing is, if you do get a strike, you've got to have solid ground to actually appeal it, because if you don't, then your personal account is then under, shall we say, under being watched.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
you only need several of those for Facebook to turn around and say, look, you're contravening our rules and regulations, our terms and conditions. You are not welcome. You're fired. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and they won't even tell you.
No.
You'll just wake up one morning
Well,
and think, "Where's my messenger gone?"
indeed. Well, now there's a point. Facebook and Messenger are actually separate. So you can get banned on Facebook but still have your Messenger.
Mm. Well,
Yeah,
that's true. This is what happened to me, wasn't it? I got banned from, well, just my personal. I just got deactivated. But then actually they deactivated my Messenger as well. But what they didn't deactivate was Instagram and WhatsApp.
Right. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
they could well have done. So they own them all. So I guess I was lucky. I think they didn't. I don't think they did Instagram. No, sure they didn't. But then at the time, I was doing very, very little on Instagram anyway. So
yeah, it's obviously what they're looking out for is music, and that's basically. I mean, there've been rumours of Facebook doing deals with certain music companies, but they've not come to fruition, or they've not told us about them. So there is a British channel whose name we should actually promote because he's British.
absolutely.
The website is Mixcloud, and Mixcloud has spent the last 3 years talking to everybody in the music business, the music companies, and getting licensing sorted. So later today, I'll be going live with Fonz, and we'll be playing what was essentially Billboard 100 material live, and nobody can stop us. Yeah, because it's licensed. Yeah, for every track I play, royalties are actually paid to the artist, which I totally agree with.
Yeah,
yeah. So it is. I mean, I've actually I wish I could show you actually, but I have no camera. I've actually from Amazon just taken delivery of an Hitachi DVD player.
Oh,
so I can rip my CD collection, and I've got. I mean, my CDs go back a number of years since CDs were invented. So I'm going to rip all those, and they'll be in a large music database. And I can go live on Mixcloud anytime I want, really, and annoy the hell out of everybody. So that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, fantastic! Actually, it always makes me laugh when we talk about CDs. Excuse me, going back in the day, because I remember. Gosh, what did I want? I wanted it was Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. That was the one.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, the whole thing was, yeah, CDs. They're brilliant. They're indestructible. You can do all sorts with them. Not quite as indestructible as you might think. You can't scratch them like a record. Oh, you can. As I discovered, But yeah, I had to test it out. I think I wore it out, to be honest. Crikey. Yeah, back in those days, but there were very few. I think it was Dire Straits and Phil Collins. I think that was about it. I think when it first came out.
Yeah, but they did tell us that CDs were indestructible. They told us that DVDs were indestructible.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think in their own minds they were telling the truth, but down the line we all discovered that it wasn't totally true, and you can scratch them. Yeah,
Exactly.
wear them out.
I thought
Yeah.
excellent, beautiful coffee mug place, holder, and music. What's the word I'm looking for? Coaster, coffee coaster.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the thing about LPs is that they eventually made good plant pots. Just put them on the radiator overnight. They curl up.
They curl nicely.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Even better if you've got 78.
I know. The tragedy, though, Stephen, is I know we got a bit off topic, but the tragedy is when I thought, what, about 20 odd years ago, maybe just a bit longer, I really thought that's it. No one's ever going to have a record player again. A turntable and a needle. Yeah. So I actually threw away, to my shame, I threw away my record collection. I dumped it. Gosh, I wish I'd kept it now.
Well, I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but I mean, vinyls are now selling at a premium, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, we've got in town. We've got a record shop, and just like it was in the 70s and 80s, you can go and you can listen to music. You can buy the vinyl. You can actually buy a turntable. You can buy an amplifier, and you can talk about music and have a coffee.
Oh, nice.
Which is a brilliant idea. But I mean, vinyl is on its way back. Yes, yeah, that's good. It's good. It's good to have the choices.
Yeah,
I am frantically still trying to get some sort of camera. I can't. My Brio won't talk. My XSplit Vcam won't talk. My Microsoft Camera Front won't talk. Yeah, I just don't know what's going on here. I'm going to try Logic Capture. That's probably the only one I haven't tried so far. So I'm going to try Logic Capture.
Keep trying away.
Oh yeah. I mean, just to say this is a demonstration of Switchboard Live. That's what you can see on the screen. As you can see, it's set up to go to 30 different destinations. We're going to about 10 today. And the whole idea is you actually build your audience. Now, there is a point to this, that if you're going to go live somewhere, you need to, it's like a garden, isn't it? Or an allotment, Nick. You've actually got to look after it.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the thing, nurture your audience, because, it's, you're not going to get it overnight. This is, you need to be consistent and keep showing up, doing the same things, let them get used to you. So knowing, it's that familiarity. There's something really, really nice about that. You think, oh, I know what's on at 3 o'clock on a Monday, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah, well, that's the stage you want to get to. You want to get to a situation where you've got a regular show that people want to come and watch. And we thank everybody who's actually watching us live now, wherever you are. If you're watching us on Twitter, thank you, because Periscope's gone, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Did we notice? Have we noticed?
I was never a big fan. Funny enough, I saw a video of when I was my early marketing days, when Periscope just came out, and basically we're at this. We were having a big teach-in, and the person that we had to talk for the last part of the afternoon didn't, or got stuck somewhere. They couldn't get there, and so we just got someone to get Periscope on their phone, play around with it, and they gave a talk. They had about an hour's notice, and they gave a great little demo and talk about Periscope. It was really funny.
Brilliant.
But you just think, that didn't last as long as they would have thought. But I guess the competition has all these things.
Well, you still go live on Twitter, but the whole Periscope brand has just been ditched. Right, I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm saying that to warn Nick that I'm going to stop screen sharing, because she's going to go half screen in a moment.
Oh, that's powder my nose.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Oh. Well, it's different.
Hang on. Give me a chance. See, this is where patience comes in.
Oh, hold on. Hey, there you go.
Persistent page actually got there in the end, so I can now. That was annoying. Right, I'm going to screen share again. I'm going to stop screen sharing, and
Cool.
I'm
It
going to
is
screen
you.
share again. We're here.
Hey.
We're not. Okay, and I'm going to go over to the website again and share the website. So I'm coming back. Okay, so we are, as you can see, we're live on the website. And when I move my hands here, it moves the hands on the website. So they're pretty well connected. And there we have it. We're up to date now. Now, the reasons for going live on your website is basically Nick and I talked a moment about copyright and somebody slapping you over the wrist if you do something wrong. This is your website. That just isn't going to happen. The only arbiter of being, well, is yourself. I mean, you decide what goes on your website. The second thing is that at the moment, we are actively making money for Facebook and YouTube because we're actually creating content which they can show to people. And alongside that, they can run advertisements which people can click. And advertisers will pay Facebook and YouTube forever because people are actually being attracted to those websites. If your website has your live video on it, then the odds are that it's got your blogs on there too. So if people are watching you or listening to you, rather than surfing Facebook and YouTube, they'll be surfing your website and reading your blog posts whilst listening to you. The other thing is, of course, that if you have a shop attached to your website, then in addition to reading your blog posts, they will be looking at your shop whilst you're live and talking away. So it's the best selling tool. It's yours. And we spend countless hours on Facebook and YouTube trying to get known, liked, and trusted so we can sell stuff to people. And we're doing it so gently and so indirectly that 99% of what we do, we have fun doing it, no problem there, is wasted as far as marketing is concerned. So going live on your website is where you should be going live for the reasons.
Yeah, totally. No. And that's it. And you got people, and that's the thing, especially if you've got a shop as a website, then people are there pretty much to buy. So they've made the decision to come and see what you've got. And it's a bit like I'm really liking the guys that are doing the Amazon lives, because when you're on Amazon, you're pretty much there because you want to buy something, as opposed to you're not really just Google searching or YouTube searching. So as a place to go live and actually sell, wow, yeah, Amazon is great. But if it's your own stuff, then of course, your website, perfect.
So we're checking out this cutting edge technology, and we're going to be doing videos about how it can be done. And I think this is the way to go in 2021 for the remainder. And thank you, Harper. It's good to be back. Oh dear, what a struggle that was. Yeah, I mean, it's going back to actually broadcast to your website. As Nick and I are waiting for Switchboard to actually have their own HTML5 player, and it can't be far away now. We've been waiting for it for at least 5 or 6 weeks.
It must be now, isn't it? Time flies.
Yeah, I mean that's a long time in the live video world. So I think we should chase it up and see where they've got to it, and ask a direct question in the group on Facebook and say, "Look, mate, we paid for this.
Yeah, this is
very good."
Yeah, your big selling point was the fact that we live stream onto our websites. I got in fact, I've been trying. I keep missing it because Fridays have historically been really busy for me. Trying to go. They do have a live webinar on a Friday at 5, right, so I'm trying and get on that this week.
That's a good idea.
And then I'll ask the question there. So yeah, but I'll be using it. Actually, I'm going to be using it on Friday though, because I've got a new kind of a cheeky promo, Stephen. I'm going to have a new live stream show answering questions all about affiliate marketing and other online ways of creating side hustles and trying things out. So I've got a video series that's coming out, but then we'll follow it up with every Friday. I'm probably going to do it at 1 p.m. I'll schedule it later on today as a FAQ. So anyone wants to join, got any questions on anything affiliate marketing, making money online, then jump in, let's ask. And I'll be doing some demos showing you what's working for me, what's not working, and what I'm changing. So I just thought a little quick one. So I'll be doing that, and actually I'll be using Melon, and I'll be doing it with Switchboard into the various different places too. My menagerie of Facebook pages. And actually, embarrassingly, my menagerie of YouTube channels.
Right. Okay. So call to action is I'm live with Fonz at 5 p.m. today, 12 p.m. Eastern. We're over on Mixcloud, actually playing music live, and we might try out the pop quiz live. And I'll be able to say Alexa, and I'll be able to tell her what to play, and she will play it, and we won't get taken off. So we did the pop quiz, which is 10 questions. Here's the title: 4 artists, as you know, Nick. When it gets to getting the answer, we can actually ask Alexa to play the tune, and we won't get kicked off the air. So that's
Brilliant.
put a new dimension to it all. So looking forward to that. 5 o'clock today, 12 p.m. Eastern. Join Fonz and I over on Mixcloud.
On Mixcloud, and we got a link for that, Stephen, somewhere. Can we drop a link in here?
Oh, good idea. I'll actually drop a link. I think it's Mixcloud Live Stephen Healey, but Mixcloud /live/ Stephen Healey. But I will put the link in because it's easier to click something than it is to type it. For
sure. And that's a really nice, that's a nice simple URL though, isn't it? Mixcloud. Yeah. Perfect. Says what it does what it says on the tin.
Totally. Right. Okay. So, well, I actually made it on screen for the last 10 minutes of the broadcast, but it just goes to show you can actually do a broadcast, providing you've got a co-hosted show and a good co-host with you, and who can carry the show. Whilst we actually had the technical problems. Okay, I think what we need to do is I'll put a short video together about Switchboard, and we'll talk about it next week, because I think if you're going to find out about the player on Friday, we can use that as an update. Yeah,
absolutely.
And so with Switchboard Part 2, we'll be not showing you it in Switchboard in use, but how to do it and how to set it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Part 2 next week. Right. Brilliant.
Time
and incredibly. Over to you, Nick.
Stephen, time flies. Even when you weren't here for 20 minutes, but you were here in spirit, and we could hear your voice. And can I just say, great haircut. I'm actually booked in next week.
So right. Okay.
I might donate my hair somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. So,
yeah.
But as you know, guys, yeah, this is our Monday show, 3 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. Eastern. We're here every Monday. Stephen Healey and myself. Let us know what it is you want us to investigate. We have great fun playing around with these technologies, and with different results. And as we've shown, it doesn't matter. We just plow on anyway. So do join us next week. But let us know in the comments or message us if you want us to actually look at something else. But yeah, we got the Switchboard demo Part 2 next week, and I do love Switchboard, so I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye, everybody.